I'm not here to teach you what to think. I'm here to teach you how to think. One of the things that when I was the other man, I was very surprised to learn, and that is when I was with a woman who was either married or had a boyfriend, even though I would keep my mouth shut about the whole thing, she would later tell me how she told her girlfriends. Sometimes she would go to the hairdressers and share it with her hairdresser. Sometimes she would tell her best female friends, and how they all were supportive of her. Oh, tell me more. What's it like? Oh, I want to hear all the details. Okay, this stays between us, right? Okay, next time you want to see Frank, you just tell me and I'll cover for you. Part of not doing anything that would potentially threaten rule number 1 of your own monogamy is not helping other people be unfaithful. Part of following rule number 2, not to do anything that could potentially threaten rule number 1, is not to help other people be unfaithful. When you help someone else be unfaithful, you are encouraging repeating behavior patterns that could lead you to violating your own promise of monogamy. Now, I'm not saying you have to expose the person if you find out. What I'm saying is cut your ties. Don't help them. Don't cover for them. And just so you know, all of those friends of yours who supported your infidelity, and this goes for guys and girls as well, when your friend supports your infidelity, that same friend is probably one of the people that your spouse is going to end up being unfaithful with. The friend who helps you with your infidelity is likely going to become your partner's next lover. The same way that all of those women who helped my lovers be unfaithful to their partners also became interested in being my next lover, and doing so behind the back of the friend that I was already seeing. Whenever I talk to a group of guys and, they're really a tight-knit group of guys, quote-unquote the dog clubs where, they all cheat on their girlfriends and whatnot, but they all cover for each other. And of course, I get to know them all, and what comes up later on in the conversations? I was helping him cheat on his wife, but me and her ended up hooking up a couple of times, and I never told him, though. I never even told her that her husband was cheating on her, but I'm telling you, it's without fail. It's without fail. Every time I've encountered these groups of people who end up covering for one another, those same friends of yours, guys and girls alike, end up being your spouse's or your partner's next lovers behind your back. Like it or not, that's the reality, because I've lived it. Rule number 3. Choose the right partner to be monogamous with. Choose the right partner. So it's not just about developing yourself. It's not just about you being at your best. You have to choose the right partner for you. Here's one of my frank principles on relationships. Even at your best, you're still only 50% of a relationship. Even at your best, you're still only 50% of a relationship. You simply cannot make the relationship work by yourself. No matter what your skill is, no matter what your faith is, no matter what resources you have, you could be the best seducer, pickup artist, husband, boyfriend, whatever. If you choose the wrong person, you can't make the relationship work. I'm going to give you another one of my frank principles on relationships. This one is for long-term relationship success. Frank principle of relationship for long-term relationship success. It's a 3-part formula. Part 1, know yourself. Part 2, choose the right person. Part 3, grow together. Now, when I talk about growing together, what I mean is this. When you